Alright, so let's go ahead and attempt to unlock these doors because I'm really intrigued to see what is hiding inside of them. Alright, we made it inside of a room. Let's see what we can find. Any information that may be important. Pre-war book. Empty locker. Just a bed. Wow, there is literally nothing in here. It's a fucking average lock with nothing useful inside of it. No printing cards, no books other than pre-war, no terminals, no holotapes. That was a fucking waste, man. Why'd you gotta do this to me, mod? Now we're gonna try a very hard one. Alright, I know about where I need to have it now. Come on, man. I got 12 left. How the fuck have you not unlocked it yet? Very hard. Oh shit. They may have hit the mother load here, guys. We got 2 beds. Oh man. Oh Lord of mercy. We just hijacked the mother load of all bottle caps. Whose room was this? There's no holotape, there's nothing to let me know whose room this was. I know I read the person's name on the list behind the counter. Oh look, printing card. Balling out of control, baby. Alright, so it really looks like there's nothing else down here. There's a couple more doors, but they require keys. Wait, we got one more here. Alright, we got 10 left, baby. We got this. Booyakasha, baby. Adios mio, look at this. Cat eye. $10mm. First aid. Stim pack Rathaway. Don't mind if I do. Armor case. Sure, give it to me, baby. Oh, this is a very good one. What is this? Metal armor. Fixing things. Healing powder. More armor. Anything important up here? Nope. Another printing card. Alright, cool. I was really hoping to find a I don't want to fucking sleep. Give me the magazine. I was really hoping to find a person sleeping in one of these rooms, or a dead body, or something of the sorts. But sadly, nothing. No, give me that fresh apple. Fuck it. I will take it. Alright, so it looks like we found all there is to find in the living quarters. Now, there is a chance we may be able to sneak the keys to the other rooms off of the robot in here. Let's see if we can do that. Do I have a stealth boy? Let's F5 it in case he tries to shoot me.
Do you need a hand or something? You know, you're lucky I don't have 6 fingers, or I'd give you 4 middle fingers instead of just 1.
This room you gave me, did you use it as a dump?
A dump? That's our executive suite. I'm sorry you're not pleased with the accommodations.
Who lived there? Packs of rabid mole rats? Lockpick. I have the means to get myself a decent room, whether you agree or not. But the toilet is clogged, the bed isn't done, and there's hair on the sheets.
Just as if, my good man, we put a lovely woman named Piper in there.
Oh shit, Piper.
Oh, well, she's one of our lovely guests that consumed almost all of the remaining food supplies and defecates in toilets that don't even flush anymore. Which I can all smell, by the way!
What a disgusting hussy.
Well, alright, buddy. I've been clearly outplayed. You go use your crude little lock-picking device, human, and see what it gets you. I'm shocked. Shocked! You of all people are a quitter.
So tell me about this Piper fellow.
Oh, well, she's one of our lovely guests that consumed almost all of the remaining food supplies, which I can also...
And in detail?
In detail? Rather tall, one hand with 3 fingers, cool eye patch, dirty as hell, spoke loudly, snored louder, spilled blood all over the place. Yeah, it took a whole 6 months to get better. Scolded our master about some obscure shit and I couldn't care less about, and it finally went away.
Spilled blood all over the place, 6 months.
You know, I read how the typical adult human body contains 5 to 6 liters of blood, but it doesn't really register until you see so much of it pooled out on the ground in front of you. It took 4.7 hours for our maintenance boss to scrub it all away. What a mess. Luckily, Helena took that bloody disaster to the infirmary before it spread to the Persian rug. Yeah, well, she was all messed up. Your organics take forever to kind of heal back to some kind of semblance of a working order. Even then, you're never 100% again. I'm glad I'm not one of you. Anyways, why don't you go ask Helena? She'll elaborate more on this. Jeez. Well, since we're besties now, I could try, but honestly, Alright, I'll give it a shot. Try me.
This robot is cool.
Come back soon.
He's a bit of a douche, but I like him. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead to the infirmary. We're gonna find out more about this Piper chick. It is most likely the Piper from Fallout 4. Sanctum. Motherfucker, man. Why do I need a damn key for everything? Why can't I just pick the locks? Alright. Clinic. Control room. God damn it, you motherfuckers. Clinic's up here. Hey, where the fuck is the clinic, man? I need to go to the infirmary and ask this lady about this Piper lady. Clinic, right here. Infirmary. Woo! I almost screwed up, guys. Alright, here goes Helena. Let's go see if there's like a body up here. No, I don't see any blood. No blood whatsoever. Oh, Gragnock the Barbarian. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Did you witness me doing this?
Welcome. How may I help you?
What kind of help do you provide? I have questions about you and your robotic fellows. I have questions about some of your previous guests. There is a plastic dino in a cage on your desk. There is... Wait. We'll talk later. Alright, let's do this.
I will help you as much as I can, as long as you don't ask me to breach medical confidentiality.
What was the deal
Strong
with Piper?
character. Piper had seen many things and lived a whole lot of experiences outside. Survived the Holocaust too.
What was the deal with Piper? Is there a reason why Roland gave me Piper's old room? Let's not get sidetracked. There was other things I wish to know about Roland.
Strong character. Piper had...
What the hell?
I don't know. For now, I don't know enough about you to draw any parallel between the two of you. Ask me when we know each other a little better.
Let's not get
And
sidetracked.
they are?
Was your master some kind of masochist to program a robot to be that obnoxious?
A little bit, yes. Our master needed to stay focused. Even if we each provided a form of stimulation, we were more or less yes men to him. He needed something to push him out of his boundaries from time to time. So to keep his fighting spirit alive, he programmed Roland. And as for why he allowed Roland to be offensive to our guests, I suppose he thought that it was critical for our guests to have at least a modicum of patience or self-derision.
Indeed. You're gonna have at least one robot who's like a normal human being, because us normal human beings can be assholes at any given moment. To be honest, he's given me a hard time. Any advice on how to handle him? What's with the stupid hat and cowboy boots? Enough with Roland. We've dignified him with enough chatter already.
Well, Roland forbids me to tell that story, but I'm not supposed to follow his orders anyway. It's a rather amusing story, to be honest. As you know, our master defined Roland to be offensive and irritating in great variety of ways. And there was one method which he was very proficient with. Impersonation. Seeing how we resemble each other physically, the only way our master could differentiate us at the time was our voice modules. Then one fine day, Roland discovered he could mimic both my and James's voices. He'd then pass up as one of us and act as if he was malfunctioning. For a time, our master bought it and went to great troubles trying to repair us, until he realized that Rollo was mocking him all along. So he put a cowboy hat and star on him so he could never fool him again. Later, he decided to paint us all and give us some visual identity.
Very nice, very nice.
Please keep in mind that whatever you tell him, he will use it at the first occasion to irritate you. He's both clever and persistent. That said, I remember 2 people that managed to avert his vigorous badgering. As time went by, our master seemed more and more amused by Roland's provocations. In the end, every time Roland tried to taunt our master, he shrugged it off with a laugh. As for the other one, it was our first guest, Piper.
Piper! Okay.
And they...
Interesting enough, I found a sheriff's star near the body of your master. Yeah, so that is their master. The one under the bookshelf.
I don't know if Roland would be glad to know you got it back. He hated this badge so much, he used to bump into walls, doors, bookshelves to make it fall. Don't mind me if you want to give it back to him.
Enough for Roland. We've dignified him enough.
I could tell you it gets better with time, but I would be lying.
All of you in general, about James, may I ask you something? I'm really curious about Roland. I'd like to know some things about Arthur, yourself. I may have some other questions about you guys in the future. In the meantime, alright, let's do all of you in general.
Well, we abide to our programming, which is restrictive for some parts and very permissive for others. Besides our ability to emulate most human emotions, our main difference with traditional personality simulations is that we can learn and evolve.
Oh yeah, that's super advanced artificial intelligence, baby. The type of shit that you see in that movie Ex Machina or Ex Machina. Evolve, how do you do
By
that?
questioning what we have learned. Daily, we process all newly acquired information and compare it with our current knowledge. We analyze, appraise, and question what we know, and use it to build a new perspective. Although the learning process is very intuitive to humans, it is an incredibly complex process to AI like us. We have to prioritize and value every new lesson,
every new idea, every new concept through careful examination and confrontation. A good analogy is the one of a crippled learning to walk with synthetic legs. In the same manner, we learn how to think with the synthetic brain.
That is cool. I like that a lot. How is your programmation restrictive? Emotions? Does that mean you are almost human? You've been very helpful. Now to another topic.
Almost human is still far away from the real deal. The only goal of these programmed emotions is to give more verisimilitude to our interactions with humans. Nothing more. Acting like we feel something is not feeling. I can recite a poem with proper tone and rhythm, but not understand its emotional significance. Besides the fact that we have to enforce our basic protocols, namely to protect humans, protect the library, protect ourselves, we are restricted in our behaviors by preset personalities. For example, my own neurocomputational matrix is programmed to be supportive, helpful, and comforting, when Roland, for another example, is programmed to be obnoxious, disobedient, and provocative.
Very nice. It makes sense. Happens when the two of you
It's something our master called a grey area in our program. This occurrence arose once when we had to defend ourselves from a gang of slavers. They were a threat to the library, but they also were humans. Repelling them without any casualties wasn't possible. We were stuck in some kind of loop, unable to react appropriately. Our master was the one to provide the solution by directly ordering us to bypass all protocols, defend the library, and kill the invaders.
Ooh, the robots got blood on their hands.
I know what you're talking about. Wasn't it a great book? And no, there's no zeroth law or protocol in our program. Well, as far as I know. Oh, God, I hate thinking about this. Anyway, the only thing that can make us bypass our protocols is a direct order from our master.
Yeah, but your master is dead, so that means you're pretty much fucked.
Yes?
About James, may I ask you something?
James. Isn't he a sweet fellow?
Man, there are a lot of fucking conversation trees. Ask one question, then you have like 5 or more responses, and then you get another question with 5 or more responses. Man, I'm just learning so much about what's going on in this vault, and I'm really enjoying it, man. The fact that these modders took all of this time to actually get all these voiced dialogue lines, it's just quite spectacular.
For some matters, yes, even if we all have our field of authority. As for the library, since we have limited resources to ensure its perpetuation, he is the one to make long-term decisions.
You tell me, what's with his weird questions?
He couldn't resist, could he? I told him this would make our guests uneasy. Shortly put, he is programmed to ask all kinds of questions, to be curious of the outside world and people. Because of this, our master decided he would be the first to talk to new guests. He's the one managing this vault's relation with the outside.
If he's so curious of the world outside, people and world, why doesn't he go out himself? Wait, if he's so curious of the world outside, people and world, why doesn't... That is written so hilariously.
We can't go out. That would leave this place unattended, and we all have a role to fulfill here. Besides, what's a few Protectron out there if not easy pickings for scavengers?
Yeah, they would just get the power cells off of your dead corpses. Does he have some kind of curious and morbid curiosity about death and murder?
We are all programmed to try and understand what we can't grasp. For us, Intuitive concepts like dreams, sensations, or feelings are elusive. There's a chasm between humans and us, and despite the odds, we have to work every day to find a way to cross it. That's how we are made. We are constantly chasing concepts that escape us.
Very nice. I love your information. Beautiful.
Yes?
Curious about Roland. We already talked about Roland, so I don't know why that one's even highlighted. To know some things about Arthur.
Arthur is different. He is probably the one of us I can least relate to. He doesn't like to converse with us, and spends all his time compiling and organizing the data our master left him.
Supposed to manage your database. Why did your master bother giving him a personality?
Arthur, as far as his personality mind frame is concerned, is a total mystery to us. We don't even know why our master gave him one. There is one thing that struck me though. Our masters sometimes called him Johnson by mistake.